Hey traders, I wanted to go over the trade of the day. This was this morning, and in our full access team, today we kind of played what I call a pairs trade. This is kind of how I used to trade. I still do, but this is how we used to trade cash treasuries on the institutional desk when we were legging around the yield curve. We still do it on the future in the futures market. But essentially, what you can do, and it doesn't really matter the time frame. But today we were day trading pound yen and pound versus the dollar, and they were moving pretty similar. And I'll show you in a second. But the idea behind the treasuries is, for the most part, I mean, whether it's twos or thirties, they're going to move in the same direction. It's just a matter of, are twos going up more relative to bonds, or are bonds going up more relative to twos? And you just do that across the curve, but usually the direction's the same. Um, and so here, this is pound versus the yen. We had come in London, had a nice failure. I believe this was around the pi line. Let me show you guys that. Was up here at the 200. No, that's not right. Let me see on the 15 minute. Yeah, it was up here near the 200. There was a nice failure coming into like around 7:15, and so we entered the market. By the time we had logged on and everything, the market was down here. So we were a little bit oversold. You can see on the 15-minute cycle was low. The RSI was low. So I said, all right, well, why don't we do this? We trade one of these pairs on the short side with the trend. You can see that the 8 was descending. And then we'll trade the pound long. So let me go to the 5 minutes. So on the left-hand side, you have pound versus the yen. The right-hand side here is sterling. All right, so here sterling had collapsed. And so I said, all right, here's how we're going to play this. I was teaching my guys how the importance of working a position matters more than getting the direction right sometimes. I call that the art of the size. But we were talking about how you could play along here, and we were scaling in small, seeing if the market wanted to reverse back up. All right, and we were going to add to it and play along. Okay, and then at the same time, we decided here at the same point that we were going to play a short because this was moving down, the trend was down, the cycle was down on pound yen. So we were short pound yen, long cable, and what ended up transpiring was here sterling started to rally. You can actually see it better on the 1 minute. Maybe I can't get back that far. We'll just do it on the 5 minute. Let me highlight this. So here, all right, kind of scaling in, and then we started to move up, and right here on the 1 minute, you broke the swing line on the 1 minute or the TMS, and we started to move back lower. At that same point, we actually sold pound yen into that rally. And then when this started to break, we sold more here. And what we ended up doing is staying with this trade into the lows. And then we ended up stopping on our sterling. So this was a much smaller trade that never followed through, that we didn't get to add to it. This one we started small, but then added to it more heavy on the break. And so we lost a little here, but we made all of this on bigger size. All right. So that was a nice trade for the morning. Then we actually came back, played a short here, covered some, and then it actually ended up pushing us to where I stopped short here, went long. We flipped and went long once we got above this pivot high. All right, so we lost a little bit here in this stop out. But then we flipped and went long and made some of that back into this move. And then actually we went short here because the 30-minute turned back down, and then we covered into these lows. All right, and that's how we day trade. Sometimes you miss the move. You could, this is how you can trade similar pairs, and just work the position. If we work the one that's working heavier, make more money on that one, stop out on the smaller size on the one that doesn't work. All right, so that's what I teach my traders that are on my full access team, is how to work your size like that. And then obviously we did a lot of day trading today. Usually I don't trade past noon, but my schedule was a little different, so I traded from the mobile a lot. And so we got to see some good action here. Short, covering, again, stopping, reversing, going long, selling out into the highs, and then getting short. So another profitable day there. That's the trade of the day. What I did want to show with you guys is this is a trader I'm really proud of, brand new to the team. I wanted you guys to show you this. This is the power of the process and the model that I built. So you can see this is one of my traders. 20 out of 21 trades he's been profitable on since I've taught him the model and process. This is from January 9th. Okay, he's keeping it small, but listen, it's not about the size. Okay, it's about consistency. This is the type of trading you want. This is the type of consistency you need to trade full time. If you're having wide swings and you're making a ton of money and the next week you're losing it all, I mean, that's no way to live. It's not a good lifestyle, very stressful. It's this consistency that you want, that every day you can walk into the market and pull money out of the market. And you got to have the process, you got to have a model, and that's what I teach you on the full access team. So this was his comment. My first full week of trading, the JRM model intraday. Results are terrific. I traded about 1/10 my normal lot size to get comfortable with things, but the size is not important. It's the consistency. It's exactly what I've been saying here. I want to get more consistent in my trading. Bigger dollars will follow. That's absolutely right. You can always add more zeros. So one tiny loser, he's saying that's ridiculous. I agree. This is ridiculous results. It's over a 95% win rate. But that's the power of this model, guys. So I'm happy to teach it for those that are, passionate and want to make this a career. For those that want to take their trading to the next level. Yeah, so guys, come join us. I mean, look, this is a similar win rate, and this is over swing trade and long term. So I was just showing you the day trades today, but this is all the different FX pairs for last quarter. It's a 90% win rate, right? So this isn't just by chance. I mean, we're in here every day working on our trading, working on ourselves, and getting better. And I'm teaching the model, and guys are working hard at it. So come join us. This is the website. This is my site, jenkinsrm.com. If you're interested in our services, I have a real-time alerts product where I signal all my day trades, swing trades, long-term core trades across all markets. Can't really beat it. It's $150 a month. And then here's my JRM trading team. So this individual that I just showed you guys, that's someone that's gone through the training, paid a small amount, invested in himself. I train you 9 hours on demand video. And then, of course, I'm constantly teaching guys. We're in the room. We have a 24/7 live trading room, and that's where you're really going to grow. You gotta be inside of trades live. There's just a lot of scenarios that can develop that you can see in real time. You're just not going to get from just learning in a DVD or a videos type of setting. All right. And this is the trading model on demand course. If you don't want to do the live room, that's a fraction of the cost of the trading team. So between the two, we can fit your needs. Just let us know kind of where you're at, and then you're more than welcome to send us an email at support@jenkinsrm.com. And other than that, I hope everybody has a safe weekend. I'll be back Sunday night, and we'll be back in the room on Monday. All right, guys, have a great weekend.